Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Review. Really excited for today's beer. It's actually from the first box Dusty sent me, so thank you, Dusty. And he had given me some information on a sheet because some of these didn't have a lot of information on them. And this one is included in that. And I'll get to that in a second. So it's from Wiseacre Brewing from 2017. It's called Astronaut Status Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Cool label. It's like 1950s sci-fi kind of logo. Very cool. Taste the rarity. Just like IPAs in 16-ounce cans. Rarity just tastes better. So this is going to be definitely one of the most divisive beers I've reviewed. I know people who love this beer. I know people who hate this beer. And if I remember correctly, some people who hated this beer, it doesn't say it has adjuncts in it. It actually has cinnamon and vanilla. And if you don't know you're about to drink something that has cinnamon, like for me personally, like I love cinnamon. It doesn't take too much in beer though for me to think it's too much. Vanilla it takes a lot for me to think too much. But so I could see someone going in not knowing that and being like, "What is this?" So luckily, because the sheet I know it's 12.5% ABV. It was aged for 11 months in Woodford Reserve bourbon barrels, and as I said, it has cinnamon sticks and vanilla beans. So yeah, really excited. I don't think I've had anything from Wiseacre. Pretty dark. I get some faint cinnamon already. Okay. A little over 2 fingers ahead. That is pretty darn black. Yeah. The head is quite mocha. Definitely getting some cinnamon and a little bit of alcohol too. But you know what it might be? Is it's kind of like reminding me of like a cinnamon liqueur, like Goldschlager or something. So it might just be actually the cinnamon that's making me think that. But anyway, yeah, so dark mocha head, and the beer itself is pretty darn dark. Let's get into aroma properly. Hear my dog run up the stairs. When I first thought it was cinnamon, it might not be because it's weird. The aroma I was getting before, but then under that I'm getting definitely cinnamon. Might have been a mix of the cinnamon and vanilla, which as I'm closer now I can kind of differentiate a little easier. I do get some of the bourbon and some of the chocolate. Um, it's pretty. It smells like a sweet dark chocolate because it is a dark chocolate note. But and again, it's playing tricks on my mind with that cinnamon and vanilla in there. Yeah, because it's definitely sweet dark chocolate, but then there's a milk chocolate component too. Some dark fruits. Yeah, it smells really good. And again, I like cinnamon. I love cinnamon. It just doesn't take much in beer for me to think that's too much cinnamon. Going into this, that's my only thing I'm thinking might detract me. Let's find out. Cheers. That's like apple pie stout. That's exactly what it tastes like. Wow. Imagine this in apple brandy barrels. That would definitely be apple pie stout. This is pretty darn close. That sweetness with the coffee, or well, the coffee with the cinnamon. The cinnamon is about where I'd want it. It's not something crazy like Weyerbacher's Insanity. Um, maybe dial back like 10%, but it's pretty much fine. I wouldn't want any more, but it's not overly bearing on my palate. The vanilla is very pleasant in there, though. That I like a lot. For 12.5, it's thinner than I would have thought. It's not watery, just 12.5%, you know, bourbon barrel aged stout. I would have thought a little thicker. Awesome dark chocolate in the back. I do get some milk chocolate with the sweetness and the vanilla. The bourbon itself is getting hidden because of that cinnamon and I think some of the vanilla. I was kind of thinking that the vanilla would lend itself to those barrel characteristics, the addition of the vanilla bean. That cinnamon as an adjunct is kind of powering through. Um, yeah, I wouldn't mind that being a little higher up. It'd be really cool to do this beer without the adjuncts. Well, except the barrel. There's a decent level of creaminess in this beer, though. But then it dries right out. Wow. It's a cool ride. It's a good beer. You definitely are going to want cinnamon, though. You have to be someone who likes cinnamon. It's not. It's definitely not a subtle flavor, but again, it's not something. I've had some like well, the Sinsanity that I said, that's usually my go-to example. You know, it's a barley wine, and the perennial there, the you want to say Sump, Abraxas. That to me, the one time I had it was way too much cinnamon for my palate. I can see why people would like it. It wasn't for me. This is not at that level. I like this. I'm looking forward to sipping on this. I don't know how much I could buy this easily at my local store. I'd buy a bottle, sure, but I don't know how much I'd go out of my way either. But yeah, good beer. Thanks again, Dusty. I really appreciate it. He had sent a second box. I got a crap ton more stuff that I'll be reviewing that he sent. So thanks again. Thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate that. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.